Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I have the best functional Apple Watch Series 5 clone which works great, and I'll be doing an in-depth review for it. It's called Rogue Alpha from Rogue Watch Canada. So let's get started. If it's your first time on my channel, please consider subscribing as I do regular videos for various premium and budget smartwatches like this one, smartphone reviews, tech tutorials and much more. Check out the playlist tab to find categorized videos for various content I post on this channel. Rogue Watch Canada reached out to me to review their latest Rogue Alpha smartwatch. However, this unit was not sent to me for free. I paid a discounted price to get my hands on it for a full review. That being said, whatever you will hear will be my honest review, and no early preview was provided to Rogue Watch Canada, so they are seeing it for the first time right alongside you. I'll start this review with unboxing and cost, then setup process, features, functionality with Android and Apple phone, and wrap this video up with my final say. Now there is nothing special with unboxing. It came in a box like this one. Now I also ordered an Apple Watch Series 5 clone from Wish, and to my surprise they even cloned the Apple Watch packaging. By the way, I will be referencing this Rogue Alpha to this Apple Watch clone I got from Wish, as most of the cheap Apple Watch clone you get from either Amazon or Wish will be like this one. So inside the box, you get the smartwatch looped around a support pillow with its charger and a user manual. The charger is a micro USB to USB cable. Now going back to this cheap Apple Watch clone, I was quite surprised that this cheap Apple Watch clone I got from Wish had a magnetic USB charging cable. And to top it up, as you see, it came with two bands. And the major gripe that I have with this Rogue Alpha watch is that it does not have interchangeable band. So make sure to select the color you like, as you won't be able to change the band later on. So to me, in terms of unboxing and accessories, this cheap Apple Watch clone I got from Wish wins. That being said, let's talk about the price. This Rogue Alpha watch is listed at 80 Canadian dollar on their website, which is linked in the description of this video, and this Apple Watch clone from Wish I got was about 60 Canadian dollar, so there is not a lot of difference in price. Most of the Apple Watch clone will cost you between 50 to 100 Canadian dollar, so you really want to spend money on a watch that works and does the job. Now let's talk about the setup process. To my surprise, both of these watches are relatively easy to set up with Android or iPhone. In fact, I have reviewed a lot of branded smartwatches on my channel, and out of all those watches, Huawei smartwatch and these budget smartwatch were easy to pair, and more importantly, very easy to switch from Apple to Android and the other way around, which makes sense as there ain't a lot of data on this watch. So you have to download their mobile app for this Rogue Alpha watch. The mobile app is called FunDo Pro app, which is available for free on Google Play Store and Apple App Store. If you don't find the app, don't worry. When you start the watch, you'll find the QR code for the app in the menu somewhere. Most of these Apple Watch clone will use some sort of mobile app and will have a QR code in the menu to find that mobile app. After which you just have to go in the app, and in the More tab you will find an option to add device, and the watch gets connected in just a few seconds. One important tip I'll give you over here is that if you want to receive audio calls from your phone, make sure you also connect the watch from your Bluetooth setting of either Android or iPhone. You'll find the Rogue Alpha watch named as Watch 5. And another tip is, if you want to switch this watch from Android to iPhone or vice versa, you have to disconnect it from the mobile app and also from the Bluetooth settings of your mobile phone. Okay, so I was quite impressed with the blazing fast setup process. Now let's talk about the features, starting with exterior. So looking at the watch closely, you can see for yourself that it's pretty much like an Apple Watch Series 5, minus the ability to change wristband. Now there is a microphone under the classic rotating button, and right off the back the rotating button rotates but does not work. I mean, it's not integrated with the software. So that's my another gripe. Even this cheap Apple Watch clone from Wish has the rotating button, which actually works with a decent satisfying click. Let me show it to you. I wish the Rogue Alpha watch could also have included this feature. Now on the left side of the Rogue watch, you will find the speaker and the micro USB charging port. Now right off the back, Rogue Alpha wins in terms of functionality as it has a microphone and speaker. So yes, I can take Bluetooth audio calls directly from the watch, and to my surprise, it's pretty decent. This is not available on those cheap Apple Watch clone. Now, due to the presence of a built-in speaker and microphone, I don't know if it's waterproof or not. Even if either of the manufacturers says they are waterproof, I'll not trust it. Now, the build quality of the Rogue Alpha watch is of some form of metal. It weighs about 51 grams, but the belt to me seems of plastic. It does not have that silicone feel to it. On the other hand, this cheap Apple Watch clone from Wish has an actual silicone band which feels premium and has the same locking pattern as of the Apple Watch. In fact, the body of this watch feels superior and gives premium feel to me rather than the Rogue Alpha watch, which makes sense as you can see that the weight of this Apple Watch clone without the band is about 42 grams. Keep in mind this one over here is only 41 millimeter and the Rogue Alpha is 45 millimeter. Okay, now let's talk about the functionality. Now here is where the Rogue Alpha wins over this cheap Apple Watch clone, as to me the overall functionality of it with both Android and Apple phone feels far better than this Apple Watch clone. Let's start with watch faces. Click and hold on the main screen to cycle between various watch faces. Most of them are Apple Watch Series 5 watch face clone. Now with any watch face selected, you can see that there is a huge bezel around the display with which even a kid can clearly identify that this is not an Apple Watch. Original Apple Watch has an infinity display without any bezel. And speaking of display, you can also clearly make out as original Apple Watch has the top of the line Retina display and this watch has some sort of color display. I don't think so it's an AMOLED display. But either way, looking at the display, I'm pretty impressed. It looks quite bright and responsive to touch. Currently it's at the maximum brightness. Now let's quickly talk about the menu layout. I have selected the Smart Style menu versus the 4-app layout menu, but I really like this Apple style Smart menu. So you can find the apps like Timer, Calculator. There is a cool app named Motion with which you can use wrist gestures to answer or mute incoming calls. There is also a power saving mode. There is notifications where you'll find all your messages and notifications. You can read and reply notification with default reply if paired with an Android phone. The reply option will not be available if paired with an iPhone. You can find your entire phone book from the contacts, and you can even call anyone directly from here, which is pretty neat and handy. There is call logs, and to my surprise, this watch fetches all the data from the phone seamlessly, and you can also call directly from the call logs. Find My Phone is my favorite feature, and it actually works great even with iPhone. And you can also find your watch from your mobile phone. You can also set an alarm, which is also very handy. There is calendar app, which is also helpful. Music control, which is another of my favorite, and it works great. You can play or pause a track, move a track forward or backward, and change volume. And all this works like a charm. Lastly, the camera control, which also works great. So overall, these budget watches has all the apps that you will need on a smartwatch. Yes, there is no app store to add additional watch faces or apps, but for the price you pay, it's totally worth it. Now, I will not go over the mobile app as it's pretty self-explanatory. The same also implies for the settings on the watch. Let me show you the settings really quick. Now you have only 3 options for ringtones, but from here you can see the speaker quality is pretty decent. Now let's talk about fitness tracking. This watch right off the bat does not have continuous heart rate monitoring. It does have ECG. Will I trust it? Well, let's start an ECG reading and you will see for yourself. As you can see, I'm not even touching the sensor, and it still shows a heart rate reading along with an ECG reading. I guess this speaks for itself. The choice is yours to trust it or not. Now, I personally will never recommend anyone to rely on any form of health data from these budget smartwatches. There is a reason why Apple, Samsung and other smartwatch manufacturer charges a hefty amount, as they have FDA approvals for any fitness sensor they offer. Now there is exercise tracking app which automatically tracks activity, but again I left this app working in the background and it keeps detecting my heart rate. It does not have a built-in GPS, but from my testing I can say for sure that the step counter is accurate, as it was pretty close to my phone step counting when I took it out for a short walk. I can definitely recommend this for step counting. So in nutshell, I will not recommend the fitness or health tracking features of this budget watch except step counter. So you can use it at your own discretion, but for $80, it's good to at least have all these features. Now finally, let's do a phone call test and see if it works. So as you can see, I am able to receive a call and directly answer it from my watch. And the audio call quality is decent. So I can definitely recommend this for taking Bluetooth audio calls on the go. This feature also works with iPhone. Lastly, the battery life of this watch with my testing did not even make it through a full day. I did not even make a lot of calls, messages or music. So now let's wrap this video up with my final say. For $80, you get a decent Apple Watch clone which actually works. You can take Bluetooth audio calls, control music off the phone, find your phone, find the watch from your mobile phone, has all the basic necessary apps like calculator, calendar, alarm, stopwatch, camera control shutter, ability to reply text messages with default replies, read most of the app notifications, a decent mobile app, a good step counter. That's already a lot of features to get for just $80. My personal gripes though with this watch are that the rotating feature of the button does not work at all. The wristbands are not interchangeable, battery life is below average. Other than that, this is a good budget watch. Will I recommend this? The answer is yes, if you are in a market for a decent Apple Watch clone that actually works for under $100. There are a lot of Apple Watch clone out there which don't work and feels like a rip-off. Well, with these one, at least you don't feel ripped off. But to be frank, after using all the mainstream smartwatches, this ain't going on my wrist, period. If your budget is between $100 to $200, there are actually a lot of good smartwatches or fitness trackers which actually works great. You can check out the Fitbit smartwatch playlist linked at the end of this video, as they do work and does not break the bank. So that's it. I really hope you found this video helpful. If you did, then please give this video a thumbs up. It really means a lot. Also follow me on my other social media network for early preview to upcoming videos and free giveaways. Links are in the description of all my videos. Thanks so much for watching and take care. I'll catch you guys in the next one.